Hey Tribe, my name is Tanya with Align Mentor, and tonight we are showing you a project management tool called Trello. That is Trello.com. It does have a free version, and you can always have the free version. I do have a template already created for you. The link is below. Just click it. It is free template for you. Once you pull up that link, you're going to come over here to the top center. It says Create Board from Template. You are going to click that, and then you are going to title it whatever you want. This is a three list method. It's very easy to simplify any project with this method. Over here on the left-hand side, we are going to hit the start here, and it is going to open up the card for us. Inside the card, there's a whole bunch of stuff, but the important thing that I want to point out right here is there's a video embedded in here for you in case you get lost and have to go back to it at any point. You X out by just clicking that. The way a Trello board works is left to right. So to do, doing, done is sort of the plan that you want to operate with. And now that we don't necessarily need this, click, hold, drag, and you can move it. And now it's over here. So we're going to click on the to do.
So you want us to click out of start here, right?
You can click on it and see how it operates. So if you click in the to do, there's a lot going on. There is a description. I have stuff in the description. This is your master backlog. You can plan stuff right in here. If you decide if you don't want that, you click the edit button and you can take out the description that I have in here and put whatever you want. And then you're going to hit the save button. You can add members from Trello, from your team. If you do work with a team, you can make this all expansive. Labels are really cool because now you can edit the labels, so you can put whatever you want. So this could be week 1. So let's do that. Oh, it doesn't want to, because I have to hit the right button. I have to hit the little edit thing. So we're gonna make green week 1. We're gonna make yellow week 2. And see, now what you can do is you can add by selecting the little click button, the little radio button right here. You can add it to your card. And when you come out of the card, now you see the little green here. And if you hover over it, it tells you exactly what it says.
Okay, Tanya, I have a question. So can
Sure.
you go back, because I don't see an edit on mine. Maybe it's
Yeah,
just
me either.
maybe it's just because you're the host.
Here,
Mm-hmm.
did you actually create the board and rename it?
Oh, I did not.
I did not.
That would be why. You have to create it into a board and make it your own.
Okay,
While
how
it's
do we
in
do
the template, you're not going to be able to edit it.
Okay, how do we do that? I missed that part then.
Okay, so up at the top, there was a button, a blue button that says create board.
Okay, I see
So
board.
give me 1 second.
Okay.
This. Actually, we're just gonna go like this. I'm gonna do this.
All right, I'm gonna go back out. I'm gonna go back out. Start over.
No worries.
Go back.
Okay. All right. You see over here? This is a public template for anybody on the internet to copy. And then it says create board from template.
See, mine don't say that.
Hold on, I don't see that either. Where's your cursor again? It says create board.
It's up here at the top.
Top left. Okay, I see. Okay. I don't see that. Nope, I don't see that. I just see login, features, solutions, plan, pricing, resources.
Okay, so you don't see this page at all.
I
No,
see
and
that
then
page, but like at the top of that page where you got this is a public template. I don't have that.
right.
No.
Let me
I don't
click on.
either.
See, it says
Okay.
board. If you click on board,
Okay. All right.
it's yeah, you customize. Yeah, Tanya, I saw what you said about board. I see that. And it gives you a drop down. It says board, table, calendar, dashboard, timeline, map.
Okay. All right. We're gonna go like this then. We're gonna go into Trello.
See a picture of you too,
Uh,
Tony.
oh my. Okay. So if you go into Trello.com, do you see this with the create at the top?
No. Well, I click to the far right where it has your little picture and it says this board is view only. You can only view board cards on this board.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Refresh it
I
and
don't
see
know.
what it says now.
Cool. Okay, let me refresh. Okay. All right. I'm up. You know what? Boom. I'm gonna go back in. Okay.
Okay.
All right. 3 list methods simplify any project.
Okay, that sounds like you're on the right spot.
Yeah, but I still don't see create.
Or it, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, it
Let's see.
says this template is a read only board that you can copy, create your own board, but it's for view only.
Mm-hmm.
The public template, you should be able to utilize it.
Okay. All right. So Tanya, you see where it says, okay, 3 list methods simplify any project. Next to it, I got that. Next to it, it says template. Next to it, now right there, we got that little whatever, but then we got board.
Oh, that okay. So then you have then you have already done this, and so you're on a board.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm on a board
Okay.
then.
So you should be able to manipulate it.
Okay.
Okay. So I'm just gonna come over here and I'm gonna show you what I was showing you. All
Okay.
right. Okay. So you can click on a board,
Hmm.
and the way they usually work is left to right.
Left.
However, you don't have to do it that way. You can do it however you want. So we're gonna
Okay.
go into the start here, and you can see you just click in it and you can create a description.
Okay, let me hit that. Okay. All right. Okay, so all righty, click here. Um Now I don't see
And
that.
you don't see that?
Mm-mm.
Mine don't look like that.
No, it doesn't. So I'm thinking maybe we have to log into our own board and then maybe add it. You think?
Yeah, no, you should be able to come over here, click from the create from the board, title it what you would like, put it into your workspace, and then hit create.
Create. Yeah, it's not giving us the option to create.
That's so weird because it's a public template. You should be able to.
Mm.
Okay. So if you hit this button right here, the Trello button,
Hold on, let me see which one you're talking about. Where your cursor? Okay, let me go back. Okay. All
upper
right.
left-hand corner,
Okay.
Okay,
Mm-hmm.
got it.
do you get something like this where at the top there's a search bar and then there's a create button.
No, mine
You
said
see that?
log in.
Mine is like set up. It's free.
Mine
Okay.
said to log in.
Yeah, maybe I don't know.
I'm gonna open up an incognito and see
Yeah,
what
do
it
that. Yeah.
shows
This is
me.
good for you though when you do your class. This is great. This is great. Hmm? Yep, that's
Yeah.
what I got right there when I click the
Okay,
little.
so let's create an account. Let's create an account. All right.
Tanya, that's what you got?
So I created an account, so I just logged into it just now, and I'm trying to see if it will let me share what the board
I'm
said.
about to create mine now.
Let me add a card.
So, Tanya, we can just use a business email or personal email. Does it matter?
It doesn't matter.
Okay. This is good though. I've used Trello before with helping out with coaching them, but I've never had an account.
Give me 1 second. I am going to go to the email and verify real quick.
Oh, this thing might let me do it because I might be already in here.
All right, I'm gonna stop the share for a second. It wants me to create passwords and all that.
Yeah, see, this thing say I already got an account.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but you know what? See, the account that I have is when we use for coach. So you know what? Let me do another email. I don't want to do that. I don't want to mess that. We do calling, like we call people when they first sign up for Girl Hold My Hand. I'm gonna use another email. Okay, no problem.
You absolutely should use another email. That's correct.
All right. All right. All right. I'm in here. Okay, brings you. Now it says something about create your first workspace. Tanya, what you got? It says what brings you here?
Mine says my Trello board, and then I was trying to copy and paste the stuff that Tanya posted in there to add a card.
Okay, so wait a minute. So you put when it says what brings you here, what did you select?
It doesn't matter.
Oh,
it doesn't matter.
Okay.
Okay. Well, this is beautiful because this is very similar to what. Okay. So once you click those and you can actually see what's going on, this is absolutely beautiful. Okay. So it's going to, like, it really does. It shows you stuff and you can go through all of these things at your leisure. But what I'm just going to show you a couple of things.
Okay.
So if you click into one of the cards right in where the title is, you can change it. So you can write whatever you want up there. Okay. And then type and enter.
Can you share your screen, Tanya?
Oh, Jesus. I thought I had my. All right.
I
I certainly can. Oh, my goodness. All right. Thank you. I appreciate that.
Okay, you're welcome.
I'm over here just talking. Okay.
Yeah, and I'm lost. I'm like, what is she doing?
Yeah, I'm like too. I'm like, what's she talking about?
Okay. So
okay, that's where I'm at. Okay.
Yes. Okay. So you can look at all this because it's going to show you some of the stuff that I'm going to show you. But you can click in the box and you can change the name and put whatever you want in there.
Where it says description, right? Is that what you're typing? Or just
Right up
add
here.
a card?
Well, above add a card, there's a name for the card itself. Okay.
Okay.
And I think it said now. So, you
Mine
know,
said start using Trello. That's the reason why I was asking. Let's see.
it doesn't, it honestly, it doesn't matter what it says in there
Okay.
because you are going to put in what you want it to do. Okay.
Gotcha.
So it really is going to be based on what you want your board to do. Are you creating a way to track your customer orders? Are you creating a vision board? Are you creating a to-do list so that you can get yourself organized, so that you can get all of your formulas together so you know what you're supposed to be doing when? This is supposed to help you. The whole point of this application is to help you and be pretty at the same time.
Got it.
The beautiful thing about it is you can click, hold, drag, and now this card moved here. So as you do things, it can go across the landscape and out the door because it's done. So click, hold, drag, and I can put it right back. So nothing is in error. Like the only thing that will finalize something is if you delete it. If you archive it, you can always still see it. So it behooves you to just play around with it and figure out what's going on. So I like to make them pretty. I like this background, but if you want to put something else there, you come over here and you hit the buttons, and then you come down here to where it says change background, and you can either do custom colors or photos. You can select their photos, which are okay, lots of nature and stuff like that, or you can add your own, which I love because then I can be ridiculous and put my picture in it. It takes a minute, but it'll come up and you can put whatever background here. And so you can have a whole host of different backgrounds for your different boards. With your free account, I think you get 8 boards, which is a lot of boards. There's a lot of versatility to it. And then you just click the X out of that. And now here we are. We're going to go to the top of a card and you can click in it and you can change the title. Then you're going to add cards. So if I wanted this to be my to-do list, add a card. I'm just going to say to do because this is where I want the actual list. So I'm going to click on it just by hovering over it. It gets a hand signal and you click on it. And now I can add labels, dates, or a checklist. I can put my description right here. So this is going to be daily to-do list. And I can save the description. And now one of my favorite things is this checklist. You can change the title of the checklist to whatever you want, or you could leave it as checklist. And now you're going to add stuff. Meditation, morning learning, food, like if breakfast, coffee, whatever you want to do, exercise or recreation, and you can just type it and then hit enter and it'll keep going. What's beautiful about that is now I can assign due dates. So if this is a to-do list for later and I have a project on it, I could be like, okay, so the 19th is when it needs to be done. And I can also set a reminder. Let's say if I want to set a reminder a day before or 2 days before, I can do that. And then I just hit save. And when you come out of the card, you can see that there's a checklist because there's a little checkbox with 0 and 4 showing that there are 4 items in your checklist. And as you check them off, it indicates that you're doing them. You can hide the checked items that you have already done so they come off the list. And as you check them, they go away. So I've done half the things on my list, and you can see right here, this number is now 2 out of 4 instead of 0 out of 4. Labels. Labels are beautiful because you can segment things so that it's easier for you to see. So if it's a low priority item, let's say it's fun, okay? And then your high priority item over here is a priority. And so you can just go in here and create all these labels, and you can create more, you can pick more colors. But let's say that I feel that this is a high priority. So I just come in here and select that. And now this card is showing that it's a high priority. So when you come out of the card, you can see at a glance that this is a high priority item and that you want to absolutely make sure that you get this done before you go do the fun thing or whatever. Does anybody have any questions yet?
Okay, I have a question. How do you change that color again? Like if it's a top priority or a low
Okay.
priority?
So you come in here
Yeah.
and then where did my labels go? Why is it not up here? You just click on it. And so
Oh, okay.
let's say I want this bold pink color. That's pretty.
So you click on that and then do you drag it or you
just click this. So if I unclick it, it's going to go away.
okay.
Ta-da. And I can add more items and just keep adding them. If you have members on your team, you can hit this lovely thing right here. Since I'm the only person on my team, I'm gonna put me. And so when the due date comes up, if you attach your email, you can add your email to it. I'll get an email. I can add it to my calendar. Like it'll actually go to my Google Calendar. That is a thing that you can do.
Okay.
You can also add attachments to your card. So website links, Google Drive links. So if you want to really make this into a interactive project management tool. So if let's say you're creating some ebooks, right?
Right.
So now you've created your file, right? So let's do that. Let's go to downloads. There, this is the cover of my new ebook. And it's updating. It's going to take a second. And now it made it the cover of this page, but I don't necessarily want it to be the cover. So down here, I can click on cover. No, where is it? Where's the little button? You make it not the cover by hitting the 3 buttons over here. And then down here, it says make cover or remove cover.
Yeah.
So you can add files to it. So now that I have the book cover here, I could also add the PDF to it by adding another file, add another attachment, just select add. And now I can either put a link in or I can upload directly from my computer. Let's just pretend for a second that that's it. And it's uploading. It takes a second.
Okay.
But the thing that I really want to point out is that you can see now we have all these colors in here. We have checklists, and we can just move it as we do it. And it can go right off the board. So if you're done with it, You can click into the card. You click these three dots up here, and you can archive the card. And now the card is archived and it disappeared. You can pull it out of archive if you need to, but that is a way to get it to go across your board. What I'd like to do is I would like to show you some other boards. If you give me 1 second, I will pull up my other boards. Where did they go? Here we go. Okay. All right. It logged me out. So for me, this is super fun, right? Because I am researching funnels because I'm going to be doing masterclasses. So I'm going to put together a board where I have a whole bunch of funnels so that I can see what I like about it. So right here is my little start here because I think that's good to have on all of them, right? But so I have digital products, offer pages, Canva banners, and bonus pages. So I can I can click into it, and it's going to have the link on, well, this is just a banner, but right here's my attachment. And in here, I could write out what I like about it, right? So I think it's clean and bright. So that when you go to research something, if you're doing a paper or if you're doing a big project and you want a specific look, you can do that. Here's the link. Here's it as a cover. I don't have any labels on this or any checklists because they're not relevant to this board. So sometimes you're going to use the pieces and sometimes you're not going to use the pieces. Let me come back over here. Okay. So this is my masterclass schedule. And so
Dang.
thank you. So if you look over here, right?
Wow. Wow.
My list is showing that I have completed all of the items on my checklist. So it went green because everything in that checklist has been completed, right? And I have more than one checklist. So you can create more than one checklist. And so I can create a new checklist in here if I need to add more to it. And as June comes along, I'm going to have to add more stuff to it. But this is a way for me to, so this is the thing I have to do. I have to create a funnel. I have to create the offer, and it tells me everything that I need to do, right? And here's a link for me to take a look so that this gives me an idea of what I would like that specific thing to look like, right? And what I did is I just come in, I would hit it, I would add the cover, and the cover would be the banner for that specific masterclass and everything that goes with it. So here's a video, the video that I recorded for the funnel page itself. And I have two flyers put up here. I'm not one is for, you could see it, one is the Trello flyer and one is the how-to. And since this is the masterclass how-to, I have the wrong flyer here, but that's okay, right? Like I could fix it if I want, but here's my crazy checklist. Create the Zoom for it, create the banner, and you, as I do the things, update this, do
Okay,
that.
can I screenshot that?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay. So that's what you're going to give us, one of these checklists like this, when we get ready and do our project?
What you create this checklist based on the things you need to do for your project.
Okay.
Right?
Oh,
So
okay.
this is my checklist of all the things I needed to do in order to get to do the masterclass. I have to create the Zoom link. I have to create the banner with the correct date and time. I have to create the funnel. I have to create the automation for the funnel. I have to create the email sequence. I have to have a call to action. I have to do a social media launch schedule. So when you have projects that are so in depth that you need something like this, right? So that
Yeah.
you make sure that as you're doing it, you just check it off and you're like, okay, I did that, I did that, I did that. And I can hide my checked items so they're not in my way, so that I can immediately look and see that I'm about 40% of the way done with this one, which is crazy because I'm actively giving this class now, right?
Mhm.
No, this, no, this is tomorrow's. This is tomorrow's class, but all of this stuff was done, right? And I just didn't get to my checklist, and that's okay, right? I made sure that my Zoom link got put in here. So everything that you need for that specific thing is right here in your on your card. And so all of the social media posts are right here. And I could just go, okay, so this is the domain, the subdomain that goes with it. I just mean that way so that when I'm going to insert it in the funnel, I have it. So this is a way to put everything you need for a project in one spot.
Right.
And so, I haven't done anything for this one yet at all. I've only started this one. As you see, 1 out of 14 pieces are checked, right? 1 out of 14 pieces are checked, but over here I've got 6 out of 14 pieces checked. So there's still stuff that I need to get done for that class. And since we're doing the left to right, this needs to get done before this one. So I need to come in here 11 out of 14. That's awesome. 5 out of 14, but this is the class that I'm holding right now. So all of those should be checked off and they're not, but that's okay. I did everything because all of the technology is functioning and everybody is here. So sometimes I'm not as prompt as I need to be with my checklist, but the checklist is there and telling me everything that I need to do for it. So all of these items were done, right? Like create the Trello board, create the master. Well, I have to go back and do that. So that needs to go on a different list. That's basically what happens here. So when you open up your card, you can just go down this and add the things that you want to add. Like I could put a label here and make this one high priority. And then check it. And now that comes up. And so that when I look at it, I can see the red right here, meaning I need to get my butt on it. And if I have over here yellows and greens, I have more time to do that. Does all of that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
It does.
So in the scheme of vision boards,
Oh,
right?
wow.
I am going to be building a resource for the
That's
book
good.
club, How I Kick Cancer's Ass. I'm going to be creating card decks for some of the different module pieces because I'm going to do a companion class and stuff like that. So chromotherapy is
Wow.
color therapy, and it's a thing that I used in my healing. So I'm going to create a deck that deals with the different colors and what kind of healing it can do for you, what kind of energy it brings, crystals and Reiki. So there's a lot that you can do, right? Or you could just create basically a vision board. So what I did was I these are tarot decks. This is self-care cards, theme decks. And so basically what I did was I went to Etsy, found stuff that I liked. So this is a research board. So I gave it I liked most of it. And in this, the colors, the style of the imagery, I really liked that. So that when I go to build what I want to build, I can come over here and get ideas and inspiration so that when I build the thing I want, this is here. So you could do the same kind of thing for a vision board, right? You could just create something like that, put a cool background on it, grab yourself a cool picture to put on the background, or leave
So
it.
how do we get there?
How do we get here?
Yeah, did we just go to Etsy?
That is what I did, right? So if you look right here, this is the listing in Etsy. And I
Okay.
dropped it here so that I can come back to it if I need to look at it again.
Okay.
Right. And that's what makes this tool so powerful, because you can put external links in it so that you can get back to it. And I can rate it if I want. If I don't like the rating system, if I want to put something different in there, I can put a different kind of checklist in there. And that's fine, right? I love it. There we go. This is only going to go to 33 because I'm not going to check all of these boxes, and that's okay. It's a different way to use the checklist. Any other questions?
Yeah. So my question is, okay, so you go to Etsy. So basically this is a different board that you created, like you said, a vision board or whatever. So you,
A research board, right?
right.
Yes.
So
So
this,
to do something like this, you just come up here to the left-hand side, you hit your little Trello button, right? It's going to bring you back to your workspace, and up at the top, you can just hit the little create button, create a board, or you can pick a template. You're going to title it. So let's do book research, right? So we're going to do a book research. It's going to be, you can make it a private board, and that means only you see it. You can make it a workspace board, and what that means is anybody who has access to your workspace, you can invite collaborators, or you can make it a public board. Most of mine are either private or in my workspace. And then you just hit create, and it brings you a fresh board. And the first thing I do is make it pretty. So I come over here and I change my background. We're just going to grab some colors. I'm just going to put that over here and do that. And then I'm going to add some columns. So we're going to do a to-do, because there's always a to-do. Now, what I did in preparation earlier was I created a bunch of stuff in Canva so that I could create basically a social media content page. So we're going to put in here, we're going to put Pinterest. And then since I did that, I'm going to click on that. I'm going to come over here and I'm going to hit the cover button. I'm going to upload a cover image. And then I'm going to come over here to my desktop real quick, and I'm going to go into this one. And somewhere in here, there should be one that says Pinterest. I think that says Pinterest. And then it's going to upload that. So you can create a different look by creating covers in Pinterest. If you were going to do a recipe one, right? So let's say chicken recipes, right? And you go to a recipe site, like Good Eats or whatever, and then you decide that you're going to do chicken pot pie, right? If I can spell. And then you can go in here and you can add the link by hitting the add attachment, and you can add the link for where you found it. And then you can add a picture and change the cover to the actual recipe, so that when you look at the board, it's just full of food. Let me see real quick. Do I have one up here? Where is it? So, sort of like this. And so now I can come in here and be like, okay, I'm going to make the spring rolls. And here's the image. And it looks like I don't actually have the attachment here. It's just a pretty image. So I'd have to go research this again. Maybe the salmon has the full recipe. Here it goes. And the recipe is in here and how to create it. And there's the source attachment. So there's a lot of different things that you can do with Trello boards. And you can do all of it. You can use it as a book library keeper. So all of
Hey,
the
baby.
books that, yeah, I'm sorry, were you talking to me?
No, I think
No,
that was V talking to somebody
I'm
else.
sorry. I'm sorry.
So there's a lot of different things that you can use this for, and you could just create, you make cheese. But one of the things that I like to, like, I have all of, not all of, I started and I created a book repository. So it has all of my books and it has all the covers. I had a lot of time at that time. I may have been going through something. And so I was able to organize my books. And so that you can, this is an app you can put on your phone so that when I go into the bookstore, I could pull it up and be like, oh, I already have this book. It has a different cover in my library, so I don't have to buy the same book again. You can use it for things like that. There's just so many different things that you can use it for. Let's see, what else? What else? What else? What else do I have in here? Yeah, so you can use it as a business command center for everything that you need for your business can be put into it, right? I bought this template, but as you can see, this is me adding the to-do list. But you can put your affiliate links in. You can put all your AI chatbots in here. You can add your templates. You can add all of the things that you need in order to run your business right in here. Like, there's a lot that you can do. You can build your dream clients out. There's so much that you can do with this project management tool. Does anybody have any questions?
No, no question.
Okay.
Not for me. Somebody else may have a question.
Okay. So you can create a social media board where you do all of your social media planning. And I'm working on actually creating one of those that'll be coming out soon. I'm going to create the template that will be for sale so that you know how to plan your days, your content out. But there's a lot going on. This is a great resource. So that is that's my presentation, ladies. I hope that was helpful.
Yeah, that was good. That was really good.